Erratic sealant output. One moment gushing too much, the next trickling too little isn't just frustrating. It wastes material, ruins seals, and risks costly rework. But the good news? The root causes are predictable, and the fixes are straightforward. Let's break down the 3 key culprits and how to troubleshoot them. Number 1. The scanning ruler, your first line of defense when it works. The scanning ruler on the machine head is your sealant output's traffic controller. Its job? Scan the depth of the sealant channel in real time as the robot line runs. Why does depth matter? Aluminum frames, those critical spacers that form the sealant channel, rarely sit perfectly level. Even minor shifts a fraction of a millimeter create deeper spots in some areas and shallower ones in others. The scanning ruler detects these variations and signals the machine to adjust more sealant for deep spots, less for shallow ones. But here's the problem. If the ruler is dirty, scratched, or misaligned, it misreads the depth. 1 second it thinks the channel is 6 millimeters deep, so it pumps extra sealant. The next it miscalculates to 2 millimeters, so it cuts back sharply. The result? Erratic output blobs where it overcompensates, skimpy lines where it underdelivers. Quick fix to check: wipe the ruler with a clean, dry cloth to remove dust or sealant residue. Test run a scrap frame, watch if output stabilizes. If not, alignment or wear may be the issue. Number 2. Scanning ruler calibration, tied to the encoder. Even a brand new scanning ruler fails if it's not calibrated, and calibration hinges entirely on the rear encoder. Think of the encoder as the translator between the ruler and the machine. It takes the ruler's depth readings and converts them into precise instructions for sealant output. If the encoder is off due to vibration, loose wiring, or wear, its translations get muddled. For example, the ruler correctly reads a 4 millimeters depth, but a faulty encoder tells the machine it's 6 millimeters. The machine overshoots, pumping too much sealant. Then, when the ruler reads 3 millimeters, the encoder misfires again, telling the machine it's 1 mm, so output drops to a trickle. How to verify? Run the machine's calibration test mode, check your manual for steps. Compare the encoder's readings to a physical measurement of frame depth. If they don't match, recalibrate the encoder using the manufacturer's settings. If calibration fails repeatedly, the encoder may need replacement. Number 3. Clogged sealant channels. Gunk blocks the flow. Sealant is thick and sticky by design, which means it leaves residue. Over time, dry bits build up in the sealant channels, from the mixer where sealant is prepared all the way to the nozzle where it's dispensed. These clogs act like kinks in a hose. When the machine tries to pump sealant, the gunk creates resistance. Sometimes the pressure builds up and bursts through, causing a sudden surge of sealant. Other times, the clog restricts flow, leading to weak, inconsistent dribbles. Preventative fix: daily, disassemble the nozzle and mixer, wear gloves, and soak them in sealant solvent for 10 minutes. Use a soft brush to clear any dried bits from the channels. For stubborn clogs, a thin wire like a paperclip. Straighten can gently dislodge debris, just be careful not to scratch the channels. The payoff: smooth, consistent output. Fix these 3 issues, and your sealant output will stabilize. Deep spots get just enough sealant to fill them. Shallow spots get just enough to coat evenly. No waste, no rework, just reliable, professional seals. For a hands-on demo of calibrating the encoder, aligning the scanning ruler, and deep cleaning channels, check out our step-by-step video guide. Your insulating glass seals will be stronger, and your production line will run smoother. Ready to say goodbye to erratic output? Let's get your machine dialed in.